Previously on HomeBrew Detritus.
I admitted to stealing the Godzilla movie when it comes out. I'm not going to admit to the murders I've done.
Yeah, you never admit to the murders you do.
I heard a noob show where you said that I put in his face on Christina Ricci's body just to spite you because I knew how much you hated it. And I wanted you to know that that's true.
Just full disclosure on him as a good echelon character. And he would not see stealing from dwarves as a kindly thing. However, borrowing something that can be given back to them at the time of their rescue would be seen as a good act to him.
I Kramer slide back in there and go, I want that and that and that and that and that. At any rate, what's this fella's name?
Rito Bumfinger.
I sheathe my sword and go, I'm sorry.
It's not his intention to steal, but stealing is his intention.
Okay.
The point, she is belabored. Let's move away. Go away.
You're in the head.
I am, and I said we're going to the tunnel going further south.
All right. Here's why I let that drag on for a while. Because you didn't give me another perception check.
Oh, you didn't ask for one.
No, I didn't. Because I'm not going to.
Oh, okay, fine.
You didn't search for traps.
22.
Oh, no.
Dorian steps into a trap. And we'll see you next week.
Oh.
Now, if that is not a cliffhanger.
I am
Exactly.
the archpriest of Thunderful Times.
And what would you say your role is in the company?
Thunderful Times.
It says it in the title.
I want to be the Grand Dragoon.
I don't think you should. I don't think you want to be that.
Yeah, that's one letter away from just real bad.
No, Dragoon. Dragoon.
Yeah. One of those O's.
I want to be a wizard.
Misplaced.
That is grand. Somehow.
Well, maybe if we start a church.
Grandest in all the land.
Maybe once we start our Homebrew Detritus church, we could have the Archbishop of Thunderful Times, the High Chancellor of...
I really don't have to be somewhere for like 3 or 4 hours every single week. I just...
Why? Why would you have to be somewhere for three or 4 hours?
You're already somewhere for 3 or 4 hours every week.
If
Already
we
a church.
make it a church, we would be free of taxes.
Yeah, tax exempt,
Maybe.
bitches.
You have to get recognized as a church.
Yeah.
We could do it. I mean,
I would become an ordained minister of the Church of Homebrew Detritus.
Right, but
Yeah.
the Church of Homebrew Detritus would have to be able to give out ordinations.
It would need to be the Church of the Dodecahedron.
You know, the good thing about Kevin being an ordained minister is that, like, you could get married right next to a waterfall and still hear the sermon.
Yeah. You know, another way we don't have to pay taxes is we don't have revenue.
Hey, we're doing pretty good on that score.
So we're doing good on not paying taxes right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything right now is already a write-off.
But I was glad to see that half of our Patreon people showed up over. I mean, that's pretty good. Of a good turnout. Was good.
A full 50% of our patrons.
At least. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Now, if somebody watches this in the future when we have more than 2, that joke might not go over so well.
I
But,
didn't say they had more than 2. I was leaving the actual number. That's why I was using percentages.
This is recorded for all human history now.
Oh, yeah.
So in 40 years, when we're the biggest name in
40 years. Come on.
Well, in 40 years, there's a toss-up. There's a branch off in the timeline of whether or not we are going to be the biggest name in actual play podcasts where we don't do anything but this for a living, or society collapses and we're all part of roving nomad bands of cannibals.
I feel like there's a third option you're ignoring.
Yeah, and in 40 years, if I'm not just doing this,
I'm not sure I want to be podcasting at 73.
What else are you gonna do? You gonna go skydiving?
Dying?
I'm too busy dying to work.
Yeah. Yeah, but think of how fun that would be to like live stream your actual last moments of life.
Words?
For fun for who? I mean,
Words.
Like watch people
Yeah.
die, the subreddit?
I don't.
No. Like fun for yourself to broadcast your last living moments.
You never know that. I mean, I don't know.
It's
I want
like
to be burned up and my ashes scattered in the parking lot.
Which one?
I thought I was the depressing one.
Matter? It's not depressing. Who cares? You're dead.
I'm trying to make death, humorous.
I want my ashes thrown in the faces of my enemies.
I don't have any.
I want someone to make a little fat kid eat my ashes.
I thought you were getting ready to say, yeah. Okay, you finished that word.
Death by salad tossing.
Oh.
That's the one-off I'm working on.
There's
The
that
glass
fetish.
was eaten.
There's that smushing fetish.
Or vor. Also, vor is a fetish that could be
Well, if you
Yeah,
ever
that's
had
not
your
what I'm saying.
ass ate by a dragon and then you farted, that might be instant heat from ass
Kevin, what
to
the fuck?
ash.
I see where you're going with it.
I don't at all.
It's a methane explosion. The dragon burps some fire, and you're fart at the same time. Spontaneous human combustion.
Well, no,
Boom.
if
It's
you
just not
fart in
funny.
a dragon's face, they
Terrence, get on the
Instantly-
animation pronto.
burn you up, and then you're ash.
Sorry, I was not even paying attention.
You missed one of the greatest things ever.
I somehow doubt that.
Your your doubting nature proves sufficient for this.
I think the worst D&D or the worst role-playing monster to have your salad tossed by would be a ghoul, because their tongues are like 6 feet long.
Why would that
Or
be
the
the
make them the
greatest
best?
thing ever.
All
Yeah.
the way through? Would you really want a tongue to go all the way through?
If provided they could get through without tearing up your intestines, if
Which they
followed
couldn't.
the
Do you
track.
know how long your intestines are?
Miles.
Yeah.
Right.
Not miles long.
Hey, let us take that back
think they're
from
miles.
that name.
Miles?
it was the way you faded into view as you said that. Do you know how long your intestines are?
Not very long. That's all I have to say about that.
No, seriously, they're miles long.
No, they're not.
They're not miles long.
Hundreds of feet then, whatever.
Definitely
They're like 20
that.
feet.
different?
No, the small intestine. Is it 20 feet?
We have the actual answer at our
No, I'd
fingertips.
rather be wrong.
Yeah, just
keep guessing. Let
Let's
somebody else
go with
figure it out.
common knowledge. How long are your intestines?
It's as long as the Mississippi River.
I have the answer.
All right. What is it?
Leave a comment and tell us how long your intestines are. Specifically, you.
If you've measured
as the
them.
viewer. Yeah.
22 feet is the small intestine.
And the large?
How long?
Miles.
It's miles long.
Miles.
It's probably like 6 or 7 feet.
Your large intestines is much shorter distance.
The
because
5
it's
feet.
Rats.
5 feet.
I mean, yours might be.
So miles would have been a little exaggerated.
Frakes has miles of doo-doo hose
So,
at the bottom
so
of his
27 feet.
Yeah, but that's still longer than 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
And it's not fucking miles.
Yeah, but when he said miles and we said that's an exaggeration, he said, well, fine, then a few hundred feet. That's still an exaggeration.
Yeah. I'm not shooting low here. I'm not aiming for the truth. I'm aiming for the funny. And I missed, so
Yes, I feel like anytime you have to,
You missed
have to tell someone
By
where you're aiming,
literally miles.
you missed.
hey, if you shoot for the moon and miss, then you just end up in the vacuum of space, slowly asphyxiating.
You should have just said I was shooting for space. You would have won.
Well, that's on that funny note. Anybody listen to the new show?
No, I don't
I
listen to
have
that trash.
not listened to the newest one yet.
Oh, I'll just say this. I'll just say the gun sound effects. I about ran off the road today.
Yeah.
So like, probably the most stupidest, funny. I mean, not funny part of that show where we were like dithering about what to even say and made it hilarious.
Yeah. Okay. You're talking about No Dogs Were Harmed
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
I felt like that was a good title for that.
I
You
like
can
doing
find
that.
a link to that episode below.
Yeah,
My
Yeah,
nuts.
it's funny. It's worth a listen. Listen to it, like I said.
Yeah, the one after that is not funny.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's got humor. It's got humor.
It has the funniest joke told, and we don't remember it.
I don't even remember who
That,
told it.
You did.
You did.
Oh,
was that was last night
Yeah.
or the last one I recorded?
So
Oh,
the
yeah.
first half is hilarious. The second half is not that.
the Frag Show, basically.
And
It's
again, Frakes, this is not your fault. Noob is still learning how to be a questioning host,
yeah.
and he asked the wrong
Interviewer.
questions. He asked
Yes.
you questions, and that was the wrong way to go.
That big
It was
mistake.
entertaining,
Big-
is what it was.
Yeah. Don't ask me personal questions if you want me to be funny.
So, Frakes, how was your weekend?
Frakes, describe your anus.
I'm listening.
I'm quietly listening.
I wasn't there, so
His
I
Hemorrhoids.
anus-
enjoy what I'm hearing.
His anus is miles long.
Miles.
That's miles. I guess hemorrhoidal would be like the first go-to description.
So I was picturing like one mega goatsy at least.
No.
Why are we even continuing down this path?
I don't know. I
Let's-
mean, he's continuing to talk about it, so I'm just gonna keep.
Last week on HomeBrew Detritus.
I'm just
I don't
I'm just
wanna
trying to
do that.
avoid making a fucking reflex
The
save.
problem was I asked how his weekend was, and instead of answering that question, he waited for one of y'all to ask what his anus looked like.
I was
And he
trying to
decided.
think.
No, shut up. You decided instead of ignoring that question and just answering how was the weekend, where we could have talked about Nerd Bowl and how much fun we had. You were like, you know what? I'm going to go with the anus question. That's the one I'm going to answer.
I thought I could
That's your
brush
fault.
over that one. I thought I could brush over that one with a bad joke and then talk about how fun Nerd Bowl was.
My team was hammered.
Yeah.
We
it's-
sucked.
The three of us did not do well.
Team Meat won.
Team meat. Who decided that?
We blamed Kevin.
We were-
or blamed Toker because we had 3 ideas to get through the rock and none of them worked. So
No, I thought about that because I was upset about that too at the time, and I'm still disagree with that decision. But we were a mess. We were
Yeah.
not
No, no,
together.
no.
We were.
You know what your
fucking-
real problem was? Lack
all over
of
that place.
leadership. Tyler.
The well, yeah, and I got.
We
well,
were missing a good, a solid team captain. We had Matt in charge.
Thanks.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I was like,
Who-
you guys, don't want to go this way. Don't you want to go that way? No, we were like you were running over that dungeon like Chuck E. Cheese.
This is very confusing for anybody who doesn't know what Nerd Bowl is.
You're gonna have to cut some scenes in or
Right.
something.
Yeah, we had Nerd Bowl this past Sunday.
Yeah.
We split into 2 teams. We have 2 Patreon people that were supposed to show up. Only one of them did. They were supposed to be the team captains. So one team had the option of making another character or using a pre-built barbarian. The person who got that job was Frakes. Now, I have watched I set up a camera with a green screen where people could go do confessionals. I've watched those today.
Oh, good.
Frakes admitted to being way too drunk, way too early, and then was handed, hey, here's another character you need to play.
Despite my warnings.
Yeah.
That was your first and major mistake, I think.
Well,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
like I said, as the leader of that group, I thought he would be the best one because he was used to. I mean, it was you run up and smack something, or he could use him to help him flank.
Yeah.
Thought
So
that
the
would be
teams
the use of
were
it.
Matt and Frakes and Noob. And then we had Mahogany, Terrence, Kevin, and our Patreon supporter that did show up, Josh. We're the other team.
who could show up. We shouldn't throw shade at Tyler for not being able to make it. Shit happened. Life got
I
in the
will.
way.
I will
No.
continue to
Why?
do so.
Why?
It's all his fault. He has a job.
Yeah, he's a bad person.
Just
Yeah.
I
gotta-
told him he could have quit his job and came, and he just
Yeah.
paid for his job back.
Priorities, man. Priorities.
No,
That's-
no
That's
loyalty.
fair point. That's a fair point.
Aside from all the time I spent building this huge dungeon, there was banana pudding here that was phenomenal.
Oh my god, that was the best
Finished
banana
that
pudding I've
today.
ever had.
It's worth losing a job over. But we had a good time, and the Hammer team lost. You all made it to the end of the dungeon.
Yeah, we did do that.
Which is an accomplishment. And yeah, I gave you percent. So there was a block that fell in the path of both teams. And the first team, the team that ended up winning, saw that block and said, "We've got to go back in the dungeon and figure out how to get past this." And they immediately ran back. Y'all all, team 2, grouped up around it and tried to figure out ways to weasel around it.
No,
Or
Spells.
be creative.
no. I'm sorry. I took a spell that was specifically designed for that exact situation. Shape stone, either you use it to make doors in dungeons or make walls. And so I took that in case we encountered something similar to that, or if I needed to make a passageway out of something.
And
So-
we went back and forth on it a minute, and in the rules it said not work stone, but mechanical stone. There's a 30% failure chance.
If he
We
was
roll
trying to
percentile.
make
If I
mechanical
tried
parts,
I tried to make something with moving parts out of the stone.
I was sober, y'all were drunk, and I was tired of talking about it, so we brought it down to a dice roll, and you lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Which that was the other part of our team sucking, is we all sucked at rolling dice that night.
That is true.
I got
rolled a lot
fleshworm
of-
infestation to go off on a dragon, so
That's good. I know. But what I'm saying, even on that roll, I mean, we did go back and forth a good bit. And I like, if I feel like I'm right, I try to push it. And Tucker did. I mean, the percentile he gave us was a
was
70%
in your
chance
favor.
of
It was
70% chance that it would
30%.
work.
It was a good compromise. I'll say that. Even though knowing that Toker did not want us to use the spell because he already had a mechanic set in place for
Set
us to
in
get
stone?
past this.
Hey,
But
That's
I mean,
cool.
it was a good compromise that he even allowed the die roll. I've had other DMs who were just like, "Oh, you didn't say you put your sword away, so all the villagers think you're attacking them."
Yeah, that's lame.
So
No,
you're
I
a
get
good DM, Toker.
I get it, but
I'm glad you approve.
I don't
'cause
like it. I don't like it characterized as we were trying to, wiggle
Cheese
away.
our
I
way
think we
through.
should have a creative. I think that creative problem solving is a good thing in the game.
I was sitting down, and the three of y'all are very heavily breathing and close and menacing. You are menacing over me.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was
Help
drool
that.
and spittle coming from your drunken lips.
what
Yeah,
I
that's
don't get is why
possible.
didn't you try to use the stone shape to make a column to lift the damn thing?
Already
There was no
tried
space
that.
underneath it. I mean, I had
Yeah,
one chance at it. So the best thing I do was drill a hole through it that would have been. I thought that was the best use of it. So
Yeah, well.
well, he tried. I mean, Noob tried to use the tree thing to lift it up, but there was no
You-
place underneath it.
Best part about this whole thing, though, that was
Yeah.
this past weekend.
Yeah.
And in the past, I can move forward, look
Yeah.
at myself in a
Well,
shake my head at my own foolish choices.
we played poorly.
Forward. Yes, we did play poorly.
We played poorly from the start. Noob got that -4 levels because he outran in the first round of
I went 5 feet
the
in
only
front
person
of
that
him.
could find traps on our team.
Yeah, that's hilarious, though.
Noob
You
found both traps because
Yeah.
the next time he went 100 feet away from the party to a totally different direction and tried to open a door without anybody looking at it first, and he took a cone of was it a cone of cold.
yeah, we were also behind, and I was trying to speed things along.
That's what I'm saying. That's the metagaming part of it. That in retrospect, we played terribly.
that is cheesing the game right there. When you go, oh, we're behind the other team, better gather
Yeah,
all
'cause
my resources.
I like all the post hoc rationalization drunk people are trying to do.
I'm
You
not
know who's been real
rationalization.
quiet through this? The team that won.
I know.
Yes, we
Good,
have
good.
been.
They didn't make any mistakes.
Nope, not a one.
No.
Except,
None
Tucker,
that
how many
matters.
characters did you make for that team?
I consider that a non-mistake, getting the DM to make a character.
Yeah.
I made characters for that team specifically to do what they were supposed to do. And
the barbarian was made for.
The barbarian was made to run up and hit shit with a hammer, and he does that very well when somebody rolls dice well. Frakes did not roll dice well.
We should have known that right there should have been the mistake of, oh, don't let Frakes roll dice. We've seen him roll dice. We have footage,
It wouldn't matter.
recorded footage of him rolling dice, and it's terrible.
If that barbarian was on the team with the cleric that Terrence made, that barbarian would have been way better.
Yeah.
Terrence made a really good cleric for this dungeon.
Yeah,
A good heal cleric.
Yeah.
because gimmicks are dumb if you're doing a one shot.
Hey, I went with the barbarian and went with the armored Hulk variant on barbarian, which just wears heavy armor, and I maxed out as crazy as I could on con. Had 200 hit points, or it was 218 while raging. I took extra rage, so I had 27 rounds of rage. So I held off for a couple turns and then said, all right, it's time to go on, and raged, and then didn't worry about getting hit all that much, because with a 30 AC while raging and 200 plus hit points, I was there to be the tank and did it quite effectively.
It's good.
My head exploded.
Yeah, I did blow up Noob's head. I'm really excited for y'all to see the confessionals also. I mean, it's going to take some time, but I want to do the confessionals with a little bit over the head, and I'm wanting to do it like a documentary style with your name scroll up when you come up to talk.
Oh, okay.
I will. A little teaser is when Noob dies, he goes in there and he's like, "Ugh, Toker just killed me, but I did 90 damage before I died." And then it cuts right to Terrence, and they didn't set this up. Terrence goes, "I'm happy Noob died." He should die in every game. So
I'm glad.
It's good stuff.
What I did work too, because I was planning on doing it. I was going in overconfident, so that way, if I was losing, the confessionals would get worse and worse over time. Or I'd do well and just be the asshole the whole time. Always have a way out.
The worst thing that happened at the start of the game, before we even began rolling dice, was Noob, Matt, and I went in to do a group confessional. And I'm not sure. I don't think Matt had been drinking by that
Matt
point.
was already drinking by that point.
Oh, okay.
You drank most of my gin.
Can we get a zoom in on Matt right now with the hand over the mouth?
This
And
poor dog. I mean, your dog is.
Fuck him. Fuck my dog.
Oh, his dog farted.
I was wondering what happened.
no, I can take.
I know that's. I know that.
That is a
anywhere.
product of diet. What are you feeding this motherfucker?
Well, you've seen how big the dog is.
Got a fat
Feeding
ass.
other dogs.
I mean, corpulence.
What were you saying, Mahogany?
Did he just
Before
run to
all
throw
this?
up? That's pretty
I
cool.
think he went to go throw up.
Nice.
Or at least had to air it out, air the room out or something.
We went for the Febreze.
Oh my god.
That's why I lock the dogs out of here while this is happening.
I know, but he, when he comes back in, he whines at the door, so I let him in here. 'Cause this is his room too, so
They like
that's
Toker
awful.
better, so
Oh,
I don't really have to.
it's
worry
stuff on my
about it.
face.
Well, was there any damage done to your green screen?
You broke.
Oh yeah.
You broke.
Yeah, when Noob fell into it, I was like, oh
No.
shit, dude.
You fell into it because you were
He
already
said
drunk.
we, like
No.
anyone else other than Matt, fell into that green screen.
Well,
I kicked myself for not recording it.
there were two people there that should have caught me. That was part of their job. So I'm not a soul. Did it really break it, Mahogany?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
The guitar,
I know
on the
it
other
dented
hand.
it. What?
The guitar you fell into, on the other hand.
No, that was like that. It's like an antique. I think it was like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Was that really damaged?
There's a hole in the front of it now.
Oh,
Is it really?
There's a hole in the front of every guitar.
God damn it, Toker.
In my defense, this deceptively looks like a corner when it's up against that one wall, and I was gonna just, just kind of lean into the corner.
So what you're saying is you tried to be cool and failed.
It's a green screen.
Sounds about right for me. I do that too.
That's my life. I've tried and failed with that.
Yeah. Well, here's hoping that tonight's not a failure.
Oh.
Oh yeah, where were we?
Oh, I think we were.
Well, Terrence was reflexing.
Terrence, where you going?
It's funny, that corner of your shirt looks like your wallpaper.
Oh, I thought he left.
Leaving. He's reaching for his lucky die.
Camouflage.
No, last week y'all met Burrito Bumfinger.
What an asshole.
Yeah, that
y'all like him.
jerk.
Kleptomania is a disease.
Yeah,
I think that sets the bar for the bump bucket, though. I mean, that's a pretty
it's a
Pretty
good.
high
This is
bar.
a
very,
good bar. Yeah.
creative and fun character.
I want to
And
say
then-
the character that I got sent for it this week was just 3 letters. Dave? D-A-B?
Dav. Dav.
Yeah, I think
Dav.
that's pretty sure that's it.
Just Dav.
Blew his load on Rito Bumfinger. Now he has nothing left to offer.
Yeah, make an NPC that puts stuff in my pockets next time. How about that?
Ugh.
Good stuff.
Okay. Yes. Be specific.
Yeah.
Was it what's the pug hand or what is it,
The
Toker?
sticky pug foot.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's one of my favorite cursed items. I can't remember where I found it, but it was like some contest about cursed items, and it made a top 10 back in like 2016 or something. And the sticky pug foot, if you find it on the internet still, it's a great cursed item to throw in a campaign. I won't do it in this one.
All right.
Kevin,
So
pay attention. Pay attention, Kevin.
what does it do?
I can't remember the specifics, but I know it's like nearly impossible to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like
But you
if
get 100% immunity to poison.
Yeah. You throw it and it shows up back in your pocket, but it's like anytime you go to retrieve something while you have the sticky pug foot, there's like a 20% chance you grab it instead of whatever it is you were going for. And it's just a wiggly foot. When you grab it, it wiggles and you're like, you throw it away, you don't think nothing of it, and then a day later it's just magically hidden in your gear again. Like, oh god, I need that potion of healing, and then you grab a sticky pug foot again and you're like, what the fuck, why does this thing keep coming back?
That's actually a really cool cursed item because in the middle of combat, that's a wasted turn.
Yeah.
Move action to retrieve, standard action to interact. Fuck, it's the foot.
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather have that than extra damage every time I get hit.
I feel like anybody who listens to the show loves hearing you go, and how much does the ring do after every time you take damage?
I know
I'm gonna miss it.
I love
I'm
it.
gonna miss it when it's gone.
Yeah, once Razbad dies, it is going to be really sad.
Why are you totally discounting us breaking the curse?
No, see, here's what's
God,
gonna
yes.
happen. I'm gonna get the ring removed somehow, and in the very next episode, I'm gonna die.
Immediately get ringworm and then die.
Ringworm fleshing station.
Uh,
Oh,
Well, I think this
Be
is
awful.
episode 30. We have now officially been in this Dwarven Keep for 10 episodes, I think. At least 9.
Has it really been that long?
All right,
It has.
let's push through.
So let's go to the map.
To the map.
on the map. On the map.
Shut up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me a reflex save, Dorian.
Okay. All right, so I rolled a 14, and that gives me, oh my god, I forgot to open my character sheet like a smart person.
you're gonna get
Brilliant.
hepatitis from this roll.
Dun, 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 dun.
21.
21.
Yep, 21.
That's enough.
Reflex DC. 20.
All right.
Hey, cracks in those dice did help.
Then I will do an elegant backflip away from the opening hole.
As Dorian steps out, he senses more than feels the floor give way and immediately takes a quick step back, avoiding the trap.
I believe you said elegant backflip.
Yes, I did.
I believe if he had gotten a 25 on that reflex, he could have said that. But no, you do notice that as the trap opens, you can give me another perception check.
Sure.
Hungry pit.
19.
At the bottom of this trap, you still have your dancing lights or anything with you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. At the bottom of this trap, you can see dissolving bodies of several of the dark folk that you've been battling in this dungeon already, as they dissolve in a strange kind of neon green slime.
You sit in the belly of the Sarlacc pit for over 900 years.
I look over my shoulder. Nobody was really behind me, right?
They were on the way.
Oh, okay. I will walk around the corner with my hands up. Hold up.
As you go to walk back, you do also notice that the trap slowly starts to reset itself closed.
Oh, well, I'll turn around and whip out a piece of chalk and line it. Put a line down.
Okay.
Then I'll head down to the to where the group is. Like, all right, we're gonna need a portion of the bar, I think.
That table looks great.
Oh, make a for a bridge.
Yes, there's a very large pit trap in the next hallway.
You can't disable it.
I am with a very
Bar.
with a bar top.
Yeah, with a table.
I'll walk over to the bar top and
It's a sturdy dwarven construction. I'm sure it'll be perfectly safe.
I'll hand you my axe.
I'll give you a hand with it.
yeah, let's on 3. 1, 2, 3.
3.
You lift the bar top. Rito Bumfinger rolls out from underneath it as he was leaned against it, drinking. Oh,
I kick him over and over.
Go on now. Get.
If he didn't move while he heard us talking about doing that, then it's his own fault.
But no, I was going to say one of the large tables is probably going to be a better fit. The bar top seems to be a permanent fixture, but
all right, yeah,
you can use the tables that are in there.
Yeah, the table probably easier to move anyway.
We'll slide a table down the hall, and I'll point out to where the line is and to where approximately the whole opening was.
You should be careful on the other side as well. They may have 2.
Maybe, but that's pretty paranoid construction, even for dwarves. So, but
they have been overrun by dark folk, so perhaps it is a smart precaution.
I will trigger the trap and show them what's down there. Like, that appears to be something very deadly.
Agreed.
I'll flick a cigarette butt down.
Oh, that's cool. You can even bring the table. Yeah.
Flip over the table and lay it across the pit. Oh.
Yeah, we'll just have to step around the legs.
Thank you, Arkenforge.
Yeah, really cool Arkenforge.
You rolled 20.
I know we pat them on the back a lot here, but I really do like fucking around with this.
Ooh.
But yeah, okay, so you've got the table over the pit. I'm just gonna move Dorian's character up top there. Well, shows you how well I am at doing these things.
Layers.
That's fine.
Were you gonna go straight across, or were you going to head?
I was gonna try and head south, just make a quick leap over the rest of the pit.
Okay. It's less than 5 feet across, so I'll let you do it for free. You come down to here, and you see 3 dwarven statues.
Oh boy!
All of them are holding scales.
Scales as in balancing scales?
Yeah, like for like what you would do to weigh coin versus different types of
merchant scales.
Merchant scales, yeah. Brain fart.
All right.
They're glass snake scales.
I'll make sure there isn't a redundant trap here in the hallway.
Okay.
I might not be able to do that, but I only got a 15 on my check, so.
It appears to be clear.
All right, I will head for the one on the far end.
Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo.
And investigate that.
I imagine he would let us know, and I would like to simultaneously investigate the eastern one.
Okay. I'm not going to move you all down there, but y'all can each give me a perception check.
All right, that's better.
I will also be helping.
25 to investigate this statue.
Okay.
I will
Nope,
not.
I see nothing.
I got
I
a
see.
13.
I also got a 13. Let's see whatever
Hey.
that's worth.
Not much, but Dorian, however, your investigation skills and your keen eye, you find that the statues are pretty mundane for the most part, but in the back there's a dwarven rune on each one of these statues.
All right. Is it
It translates to, because you speak Dwarven, right?
I do.
Okay. The weight of the many to lift the few.
Wait a minute, lift the few. Oh, okay. Well, now that I know where to look, I will check the backs of the other two statues and see what they say.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was between all three of them. I just.
Oh, okay. I got
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, there's like a rune or two behind each one, and you find that with your perception checks, and that it works. The weight of the many to lift the few is what you get pieced together between the backs of all three of them.
Is that some sort of dwarven saying, or is that an aphorism that I may have heard of?
It's socialism.
No, I think that's capitalism. The weight of the many lifting the few.
You could give me a knowledge local, maybe,
Oh,
or
sure.
Knowledge economy.
no.
My local is
Or a linguistics check if that's higher for you.
15.
It is not like a known saying or anything that you're aware of, especially not locally.
Have I seen anything that looks like it might be some sort of plate in here? Like, do I see anything that would, like, some sort of mechanism that would be used to weigh or
Like
test?
the scales that they're holding?
I mean, yeah, obviously, but I was just making sure there isn't anything much larger. But
Have the rest of us joined him?
You can, yeah.
he said the statues look pretty mundane, so I assumed the scales on them were decorator items. But I'll take a few coins out and put them on one side just to make sure there isn't anything tricky going on.
Yeah, there's nothing tricky going on.
All right, and I grab my coins back.
They're gone.
It's a bag of
Bone
holding.
fingers behind the statue.
You too could put money in the bag of holding if you join our Patreon.
Let's see. All right. Well, I'll relay this news to the party. The weight of the many to lift the few. I don't know what it means precisely. Maybe it's a clue to another part of the.
I'll venture down there.
Sure.
Is there a gap that I have to get across?
Just a 5-foot one.
It's less than 5, so you don't have to roll for it.
You can step
Okay.
over it.
All right, I'll come down then, and I'll do a detect magic on. I think, is that a conical?
It's cone, yeah. It's cone shaped. I think it's
So
like a
guess
60-foot cone though, so it's huge.
Yeah, but with the way these are set, I have to do it 3 times, I guess, right?
Well, no, you can do it once and concentrate, then just move the beam to
Okay.
each of the hallways.
I'll do that. What does
Okay.
it tell me?
That there's nothing magical down here.
All right.
Maybe
Okay,
it's
can I
just
do
a
an
warning.
intelligence check
I
on
feel
one of
like
the
that might.
scales?
You're right. It might be a clue to the passage we have yet to explore.
All right. Well, let's
Hang
head
on,
on.
hang on real quick. What'd you say, Matt?
I was just saying, can I do an intelligence or an engineering check on one of the statues to see if the scales move?
Yeah,
If
they
there's
do.
a mechanism.
They work like scales. It's just they're
Or
just.
no, they
scales.
don't move at all.
Oh, they don't.
That's
They're
what I was
just-
trying to see.
Yeah,
Because he put coins in one, right, and it didn't do anything, right?
yeah. It's just it's part of the statue. It's all stone.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I'll tell him there doesn't appear to be any type of mechanisms that are built into these.
So it would seem that this room serves as double duty. Not only is it a warning or a clue, but it is also a lure to get us to walk into the trap.
Maybe.
What trap?
Of course, you have to
Oh, you're
really
talking
give a
about the
crap
trap?
about dwarven architecture. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess we head on across.
Again, I'm just moving Dorian's character.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'll check this hallway. That's a 22.
This hallway does not appear to be trapped.
I will stealth by the open hallway there as I continue on down.
And I will stay at the corner being stealthed.
As I suspected. I will look intently to see if there's any similar pit traps here. Do I get a bonus for that?
I'll give you a bonus.
All right, let's see. That gives me a 20 plus whatever you give me.
Well, 22 was a failure last time.
I know.
But you're somewhat...
It's an old friend.
Yeah. You figured out the symmetry of the dwarven people.
Yeah, I will. I'll peek down there. Is it a similar kind of...
This one ends in just a simple desk.
I'm just going to leap on across and check it out.
All right, give me a simple acrobatics.
Alrighty, that is acrobatics.
I'd imagine he told the rest of the group, so while he's checking it out, Amon and I will be grabbing another
That's
table.
17.
Okay.
Why not just grab the same table?
Well, we might as well have both of them.
No. Either way. You get over there, and like I said, there's just a simple desk. There's no chair. The desk has like childish kind of carvings in it. It's very old, but it doesn't seem like anything remarkable.
We'll use that to cover the pit. The sentimental antique desk.
Okay, I'm gonna take a thorough search anyway, though, just in case. Okay, 26.
As you're feeling along the tabletop, you see the one of the planks on it, or little wooden planks, peels up just a little bit. And you pop it loose, and inside are two tiny keys. They're not like the keys you've been looking for, but they're two kind of ornamental, very tiny keys.
All right. If that's the only thing I see, I will pocket the keys and rejoin my companions with another jump. Please don't fail. Oh, that's much better. 25.
Anything over there that needs an arcane eye, you think, Dorian?
I pull out the keys and have a look at these.
So do detect magic on those.
Perfectly mundane.
All
Very
right.
well made, but not magical.
There's a further hall to the east. Sorry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't see any kind of inscriptions or anything in that room.
No, just like childish scribbles.
Okay, and there was no. I don't know if I know he rolled perception check on the statues, but there was no indentations or anything that maybe resembled a keyhole on the statues.
None that y'all found. No.
Let's check out the third hallway after we get the tables. I assume there is a second table to lay across the pit trap.
Well, we could just go back around. It's a circle.
Yeah, that's true. I just wanted to make sure, like, if we're running, that
If we're running, then we've got much bigger problems than leaping over a pit.
And just remember to take the left-hand path.
Yeah. So yeah,
It's good advice in all life too.
We'll head toward the east hall there.
Mm-hmm.
So the childish scribblings. I'm sorry, I'm afraid to pull up my notes, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
it was the stone and yarn, where like you saw like those names scribbled in there childishly.
Gotcha.
The fourth family, who's they're more like the treasure keepers and stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll head on around to the east room, right? Dorian leading the way.
Yeah. All right. I will creep around the corner with a 24 to look into the room stealthily.
Just a creeping.
I will. Is there any ambient light in there or no?
No.
Okay, then I'll just have to. I will send my dancing lights forward to light the room. You can just move the pip if you want.
Just getting everybody a little closer so I can slide the screen over.
We're all hanging out, having a good old time.
We're all here.
We weren't friends before. We're friends now.
And then I think I've got a magical aura I can send in.
Okay.
Magical aura.
Is it just me, or did your volume get real intimate?
Mine?
Yes.
Do you want the magical aura of Toker?
Yes, the ASMR HomeBrew
Just
Detritus.
move softer and closer to your ear.
I feel like my ear was pressed against your chest as you were talking.
Oh, shit, I knew I was forgetting something tonight. My bad.
If you like the way I sound, you'd also like the way a Popeye's chicken sandwich tastes. Come on down to Popeye's.
We're not sponsored.
That is unfair to say because everyone likes a Popeye sandwich.
They are pretty
Yeah.
good. I finally had one the other day.
I don't like fried
Delicious.
chicken.
Whoa.
Just gotta be contrary, don't you, Frakes?
I just
All
being
the
real.
time.
That's his natural state. We've all learned to accept him for him.
All
Can y'all hear me?
Tolerate and
Just messing
accept
with
is
you. Yeah, we hear you.
different.
Okay,
Alright.
cool. My thing stopped lighting up. I was wondering what was going on.
I would
I
just
do
like
like-
to say that there's a
Welcome to
girl
my
at work
world.
that orders pepperoni pizza and she takes the pepperonis off and then eats the pizza. She could get a cheese pizza, but she doesn't. I do not
the
value
same.
her opinions on food because of that.
Well,
Can I
I
explain?
don't
feel
blame
the
you.
same way about Frakes.
I actually, it
Maybe
makes sense to me.
she likes the pepperoni grease, but not
Yeah.
the pepperoni itself.
That's fucking
Pepperoni's
stupid.
too much flavor. The pepperoni grease on it after you take the pepperonis off is enough flavor.
It's stupid and wasteful, and I don't trust her opinions on food.
Like
Frakes, you're
I've
in
seen
the
some
same
people.
boat.
I've seen some people do that, but they eat the pepperonis last.
That's fine.
I used
Yeah.
to do that as a kid.
But anyway, can you give me the breakdown on what I'm seeing in this room here?
I do like
Wanna play a
chicken
fucking
fried
game
steak,
here?
though.
Yeah.
Shut up about food. Nobody cares what you think about food.
You brought it up.
He did.
Yogurt is the same as sour cream.
Nope.
You're just gonna keep
No.
throwing that in my face, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we do. here.
Yep.
It's
You
fine.
keep bringing it up, we keep throwing it in your face.
Yeah, I mean, I quit drinking alcohol like 6 months ago, but y'all still talk to me like I'm alcoholic.
No, you didn't.
That lie was so big it raised me from the dead.
We're playing a game.
so big it was born by a virgin.
Shut up. Don't laugh, Kevin. It's not funny. It's a real serious moment right now. Remember, serious moment. We're
Don't
playing
tell
a
me to
game.
not laugh. That's like the easiest way to make me to laugh.
Shut up! Don't laugh. We're in a we're in a dungeon that dwarves built, pretending to be characters. This is a serious moment. Shut up! Things are happening.
Okay.
Dwarves have been massacred here. There's blood everywhere.
Your dancing lights go into the room. You see it drops down several feet. There are 4 large columns supporting an even higher ceiling. To the left and right, you could vaguely make out the shapes of more dwarven statue architecture. They look very similar to the 3 statues that you saw before, but they're much larger in scale. Other than that, nothing's happening.
All right, then I will wave the party forward and continue inside with my weapon out.
Whoa, sir.
Yeah, follow suit on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll-
I'm right
I
behind.
see him draw, I'll draw.
Yes. Everybody draw.
Is that a doorway over there across
To
from
your-
me?
To the right,
Damn it,
yes.
y'all.
Just happy to see me.
Yeah, to the right.
I have used a shit ton of spells since we rested.
Mhm.
You're a
Mm.
caster. I would think so.
I've
We've-
used
we've-
a shit ton of hammers to the head since we last rested.
That explains a lot.
Shut up.
And his head is a really easy target.
It's
Oh, and
huge.
speaking of the
Summon
Durgar
Phantasmal
that I
Hammer to
smashed
Razbad
his head
save.
in while he was blasting me with mental waves of force.
All right, Dorian, the floor is yours. You're inside. Nothing's happened. There is a doorway across to your right. It seems like it's just a giant slab of a door. To your north and south. To the north and south are statues, like I said before, and in the middle, on the floor there carved, is just a large dwarven runic symbol of the stolen yarn, but it seems to be laced with gold.
Well, I don't have my pry bar handy, so I will turn to the party and, with a questioning look, pointing left or right.
Can I?
I think those are just.
Is that a torch, or what is that burning in the middle?
That's the rune.
That's my dancing lights.
Oh yeah,
that's the dancing lights. Okay. And the rune, is it recognizable, or does it seem similar to other runes?
The stone and yarn rune. It's the rune for their name.
It's
okay.
Their family name.
I'll detect magic.
There's not much magic in the room, but the door across is laced with some magics. Yeah.
Okay, so directly to the east. Okay. Is it? Can I do a spellcraft check on it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Damn you! Where was that? Anyway, it's just like dice are always they're always at the wrong time.
They're almost like they're random.
I know, but that's a 32 to spellcraft.
Enchantment, protection from everything. Basically, it's a very strong anti-magic fields with enchanted.
Ooh.
You're not gonna blast through the door.
I just want to know what it was. Okay. But nothing from the left from the north or south door.
There's not a door to the north or south. There's statues.
There's statues of dwarves, not doors. I will step closer to the door and just like about 10 feet back, but giving it a good hard look. See if there's anything, any detail that might be important.
Give me a perception.
I'll let them know that that's not like an evocation trap or something.
24.
You notice right away that there's no key or door handle.
Gotcha. Then I will head to the north toward the blue end there.
Okay.
Just as a precaution, I will say Belrog at the door. That's just something every wizard knows to do, to try. I don't know if it did anything.
Balrog.
It's Balrog. Balrog is what he fought to the death.
Oh, yeah.
Idiot.
You fake nerd.
Took all that XP for himself.
Does it work?
But he can subtract XP all he wants. He's doing milestone leveling, so yeah, fucking penalizes. I don't give a fuck.
That hurts my feelings when he says that.
No, he was talking about how Gandalf stole all that XP for himself, came back with better gear and a level.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a prestige. Class.
And he found like sweet fucking magic items. Anyway, I will, wary of traps indicated by this roll I'm about to do, I will step closer to the statue. All right, 28.
Okay. You do not detect any traps as you get close to the statue. It's got 2 scales on it like before, but you notice that these look like they could move.
Oh, okay.
These scales are big enough for someone to stand on. Also, that perception check, you can see that there's a small hole in the ceiling.
Okay. I will quickly run across and see if this is mirrored on the other side.
Dorian hustles across the party.
Yeah, I'm just,
so
like
fast.
Like the end of Clue, I'm just running from room to room, explaining shit.
Yeah.
You're Tim Curry in my head. That's who Dorian Honeybriar is. Tim Curry.
You do see that it is mirrored.
I thought he was, what's his name, from Ninja Scroll.
Yes, I'm
He's Jubei Kimagawa, who looks like Tim Curry.
Sure, yeah.
I would watch that.
Me too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'd watch the fuck out of Samurai Tim Curry.
Yes. Ninja.
That should
just
be the name of the movie.
Samurai Tim Curry. At any rate, I will go back and explain an idea I have to my companions. I pull out the 2 keys from my vest pocket and say, I believe there's a mechanism to lift us up to the ceilings to open these. There are a couple of keyholes up there, I think. So it'll probably take at least 2 of us on either side, one to stand on one end of the scale, and heavier people or multiple people to step on the other side to lift me up, to lift whoever, but honestly, someone with good balance, please, up to the ceiling and to unlock the locks.
So who's the lightest?
Well, I weigh about 125.
I am not sure what this buddy weighs now. 145.
I'm pretty hefty.
I'm big. I'm 200 plus.
Mr. Or Dorian, do you think from looking at the mechanisms that they would need to be turned or triggered at the same time?
That is a good question. Let's first test and see how many people it takes to lift someone to the ceiling. So I'll need 2 volunteers.
I'm up.
I'll stand on the weighted side.
All right, then. So Razbat and him will climb up on one side, and I will get on the other and see if they can lift me up to the ceiling.
Is this the one you guys are doing?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I feel like this is gonna have to be the kind of thing that's done at the same time.
Agreed.
I feel like we're about to trigger something, but not.
We'll see.
So, Dorian, you stand on one scale. Razbad, you stand on the other. It only takes a few moments for the scales to tip pretty quickly. Dorian and Razbad both give me a reflex save.
All right. Oh, God. 12.
Oh, boy. Hey, I rolled a 16, so that's an 18.
You're both able to keep your balance. This isn't trap triggering. This is just the quick lurch. It's not quite enough for you to reach the ceiling, but so then Nim, I assume you will climb onto the scale there with
the Raz,
bad. And it does at that point put Dorian to where the scales are perfectly. You're basically Razbad and Nim are directly underneath Dorian, and it lifts you to where your shoulders kind of go into this hole, and up there you can see a very elegant silver keyhole.
All right. I will toss the other key down to Akage and say, all right, you get the other side situated, and then we'll do it on 3.
I'll help with that.
We may also need Miss Saunders' weight as well.
Yeah,
I'm being rude.
What?
I'm sorry, her mass.
What?
He has to be
I'll
proper.
be the key turner.
Okay.
I thought you were Tina Turner.
Yeah.
No.
You don't want a short person up there.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, I just turned into Cade there for a second.
You did.
Cade's from the other show that we do. It's our 5e show.
So Saunders going to be the one going up.
Yep.
Much like the last group, it works out to where Sonder and Dorian are both head and shoulders in this hole, looking at a silver keyhole. It looks tiny enough for the key that you have to fit into.
I call out to the side. Are you ready? Ready?
Yes.
Dorian, when you call out Sonder, you get his voice loud and clear right in front of
no,
you.
you don't. No need to shout. No need to shout.
Oh, ooh.
And the two of you realize that while your head and shoulders are up here, it's like the Get Smart. That's an old reference. I won't go with it. Nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Get Smart, the phone booth, the privacy.
Yeah. But anywho, you two could hear each other while your heads are up
cone
there.
of silence or whatever it was.
That doesn't work. Yeah.
Well, why don't you do the honors?
On 3, not after 3.
All right.
1,
Very well.
2, 3.
Click.
As you
clap.
click,
Make them clap.
yeah, make them clap. Doesn't work. as the keys click, those 4 of you that are still on the bottom can see the the door slide away.
Fancy.
And bright, shiny gold glimmers. Its light
Charge the
emanated into the
gold.
room.
Charge the gold.
I charge the gold, forget Dorian, let him fall to his death. I don't care.
Do you really?
We reverse the puzzle, and Nim steps off to lower Dorian, and then I will slowly step off to allow Dorian safe passage to the ground level.
All right. I will. Yeah, I'll leap off when it's convenient.
We do the same on our side.
Yep.
Yeah. Gently lower down.
Assuming Dorian will take point again.
Hell yes.
I love
Right.
gold.
I will cautiously step in with a 21 for perception for danger.
Look at that. It's a room full of Marcellus Wallace's soul.
And if you remember from Discworld, the favorite song of all dwarves
Oh no.
is gold, 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 gold.
You
gold,
sing that
gold.
often.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
true.
think it's their favorite song. I think it's yours, Kevin.
Is he done? I took my
Well,
headphones
maybe
off.
I'm part cool.
He did the mellow acoustic version.
You got the
Ah.
beard for it. Maybe.
I am the
ah.
second largest dwarf of all time. The first being our friend Jeff.
He said his name. Now he's gonna haunt you.
No, that's only if you say his name 3 times in a mirror.
Yeah. Then he shows
He
up.
said-
He says, "Don't
Not
take any
bothering
pictures of me," and then he leaves.
He said his name. He pronounced his name as Geoff, which is
Geoff.
could be
He's-
right.
He might be Bigfoot, and we don't know it yet. Still.
Yes, our friend is a
Until that,
strategically shaved
Impossible
Yeti.
Shaved Sasquatch.
Until this license or the seasons comes in.
I noticed he didn't say anything was about to attack me, so
He's
pulling
stepping-
a
Fall
monster.
into a trap.
I'm waiting for you all to shut up about the hairless Yeti that we know.
I mean, it's a pretty big deal to know a hairless Yeti.
It is, but the world doesn't need to know that. That's our hairless
yeah,
Yeti.
that's
So
our.
shut up. I'm going to cut all of that out.
No, you won't.
I won't.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna cut. That requires work.
Here's his address.
I roll my sense motive.
You
and
failed.
I know. No.
Enough about cryptids that we know.
Yeah.
Go ahead and describe things.
You step into this room. The floor is gold coins, perfectly placed in rows. The tables are full of jewels. There's a statue holding a golden cup there in the center, and then you can see on the map here that's a stone door, but it's like a clear force, and inside it is just gold piled to almost the ceiling.
I will.
From Scrooge
I'm
McDuck's
going
house.
to let everyone know, hey, I don't think it's a good idea to touch anything.
Yeah, I will walk
agree with
around
you,
the
Saunders.
tables, trying not to touch them if possible.
Except the
know.
lamp. Touch
Yeah.
nothing but the lamp.
I am just keeping an eye out for what we're here for, the 4th key. So I will first investigate the statue in the middle. What is the statue holding? You said it was holding something, and I didn't catch it.
Yeah, so the statue in the middle is holding a cup, and as you investigate it, you realize that the key you were looking for is in the cup.
All right.
Easy.
Is there something? Is there anything else in the cup, or is it
I'm
just?
gonna look. I'm gonna look for traps.
Okay.
20. That's all I got.
Indiana Jones, this shit.
You don't seem to find any traps.
There's no liquid in there. There's just key.
Just a key.
Human. No, well, no.
How big is the key?
It's the same size as all the other ones, but it's
Yeah, like by volume. Like if we have one of the keys and I felt it, how much would it say weigh?
How many carats is it?
a quarter pound.
Quarter pound.
With cheese.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about
A 4-ounce key.
That's about 15 gold. Okay, so I'll pull 15 gold pieces out of my pocket and reach into the cup and grab it as I drop them. Do I need to make a check for that?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, you
See
want
how smooth
dexterity
you are.
or
Yeah, give me a straight dex.
all
Not
right.
sleight of hand.
Or sleight of
20.
hand if you got it.
I got a 17 plus 3.
Yeah. If it was on a digital scale, the numbers would not have changed.
Yes.
Nice.
Good description.
I step back just in case.
Nothing happens.
I hold it out to the party.
Nice.
Yeah, but what's in there?
What? Yeah, I want to look at that wall of force.
Let's not tempt fate, can we?
Yes, we are here on a mission. I would much rather get done with what we have to get done so that I can make sure my home is still my home.
There's enough
look.
money in this room to where you could stop adventuring for the rest of your life.
And while that is tempting,
And you wouldn't even have to take but a fraction of it.
and that is tempting, but we
All the
are.
dwarves are across the bridge.
We would like to leave here with our lives.
I do not adventure for gold.
Well, I
adventure
do,
for
but
honor.
And
And you're dead.
Nim
mom.
does look through the wall of force. Like that's in the south, right?
Yeah, it's.
I look through and I just do a perception check into the room to see if anything stands out besides just
You literally
inordinate amounts
can't.
of wealth.
You literally can't see into the room. The gold is almost to the ceiling. Like the gold is higher than you are standing.
Mr. Nim, I'm begging you not to touch that door.
No, I
That's
won't
not-
touch
that's
it.
not- Does anybody else? Anybody else want to go in there and
No, I just wanted
investigate?
to
or-
look.
I am slowly making my way out of the room.
Forgive me,
If
but I feel
that
like that was
gold
too
is
easy.
piled up
And I,
higher than that wall of force to allow us to see in, then
Can't you let me have one success?
take it, sir.
You've got 2 successes.
That
Reach
tastes.
into the portal, put your arm in, and then you got the key out of the cup.
Yes,
So-
being foolish enough to stick your arm into a strange portal is not what I call success. Well, it's,
It's like
every-
your life.
successful when you pulled it out, had the key.
at any
Is,
rate,
is everybody leaving? Nobody's going in to do anything else?
No.
Yes.
I don't trust a room full of treasure
Mm-mm.
unless it's already mine.
Unless
could
we
be
killed
yours.
the dragon that
Yes,
tortured it.
Also, to take anything would be stealing from these people.
Yeah, Nim's been like guilty over some of the potions we picked up. So
Yeah.
Sonder just feels, she just smells a trap.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel.
plus we're gonna go back to the bar and get Bumfinger and show him this room and see what happens.
Oh,
There you
no.
go.
Absolutely not.
Oh, I think that.
We are not.
Oh, I have a feeling I'm glad we left him now.
I'm sorry, I thought my name was Fair in there for a minute. It's not. It's Nim.
At any rate, let's head back toward the main door.
Yeah.
As you guys step out of the room and discuss this for a moment, and then begin making your way back, slowly and surely, this door closes back.
I'll take a final look.
As the door closes, you hear the faint ting, ting, ting as a key falls from both the north and south out of their respective keyholes and back onto the ground.
I think we should
Grab
collect
the
those.
key. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
I
collect
think
them.
we should reset this room as best we can.
It's already
as
reset.
far as
It just
Yeah.
reset
pulling
itself.
No, but return the keys where we found them and
Mhm.
pull the table off of the bid trap.
Let's give them to their owners. Lenny.
I'm fine
Also
with that.
true.
Yeah.
That way they will know that we went into their stronghold of currency and wealth and took nothing.
Well, they'll know that anyway because that's where the key was, and that's how we used. Like that's how we got to them was by getting the
Yes.
key.
But honesty is pointless if you're not blatantly obvious about how honest you are. Look at me. I record myself give this homeless man a sandwich. Aren't I amazing?
Oh, you're the thoughts and prayer people off social media.
Yeah, what good is piety if no one
I
sees it?
hate those
Yeah.
people.
Thoughts and prayers go out to you, Kevin, in your hateful ways.
Yeah, we will be praying for you.
I won't,
Painful.
because prayers do nothing.
Oof.
So we're gonna skimp on ahead from that conversation and just get a little further into the dungeon. You guys have decided that you are not going to, or that you are going to keep the keys.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're gonna make your way back, are you going to do anything with Rito Bumfinger?
I'm going to tell him that the doors might be opening soon, so if he wants to follow us at a distance, he may.
I believe I'll stay here and keep an eye on this part of the place.
He's already
I think
done
he's
enough
fine.
damage.
That's fine. Leave him.
I would leave him here and let the dwarves know where he was their guest, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is fine.
Yeah, he was their guest.
He's not our concern.
Not our concern. As
Not a
I check my
monkey,
pockets
not
on the
my
way out.
circus.
Then all things considered, all things will eventually lead back to this room, where you have the fourth and final key. As you get ready to make your placement of the key in this door and unveil whatever it is the dwarves locked behind there, we're going to end the episode so you can see it next week.
Come on.
Damn it, dude.
So close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
No. I thought we were going to go along and get to the Dwarven City.
No, maybe we'll go long. The Dwarven City's not behind that door.
We're in the Dwarven City.
Wait,
The Dwarven
what?
City is across the bridge.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
What's behind the door?
Yeah, this is like just a workshop / showcase area. Looks like.
No,
Part of
behind
me
the
is
Yeah,
door,
but they want us to
behind
open
the door, if you
for-
remember, was the chapel, but a great rift opened in the floor of the chapel, and all those Duergar and Dark Callers and shit were coming out. That's why they locked it all down and fled to the actual city part. Yeah, this is a showcase. This is a showcase that the dwarves
This is
use
their-
for.
Temple.
Oh,
I take
Yeah.
a quick 8-hour nap before we get to that door. Thank you very much.
There is a place where you can go rest if you want to go rest.
yeah, let's do that.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
That's going to be a group discussion. You're so close.
Yeah, no. I mean, whatever. I'll let y'all decide.
We're close to the rift in the hole where the dark folk came through.
Yeah, but you've got the keys. This might open up the front door.
Sorry. I'm down 5 out of 10 spells that matter.
I think this is what I think. I think this is what Sonder thinks anyway. Sonder thinks that up until recently, she thought that this door was going to get her to the doors, but realizing that it's probably going to be more danger, we should probably regroup when we have this area cleared out and safe.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. Like, what do we know for sure that's where they're supposed to have come out, or?
I think that's
That's
what the
where the-
guy in the golem told us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
The guy
in the chapel.
Yeah,
Well, that was the blacksmith chapel.
the blacksmith chapel, whatever. That's what he told us, that was behind it. And then the dwarves across the bridge asked us if the door we'd opened the door yet, right?
Right. And you hadn't at that point.
And we hadn't at that point, so they're not taking chances till they let us
If we're gonna
idiots
rest.
take care of their problem.
I feel like
Yeah,
we're undercutting our cliffhanger, though.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
No, we're explaining it.
We're cutting all this. We're getting to this, so we don't have to do it at the beginning of the next episode. We can get right to
Right.
whatever decision y'all make.
Oh, good,
Oh.
good.
There's
Because
some,
Yeah,
there's some
I
shit behind that
say-
door. We don't know what it is.
wait,
If
here's the real deciding factor. Is there a potential for there being dwarven survivors on the other side of the door?
I doubt it.
No, there should be. There should be a whole city.
No.
No.
Survivor.
The city's
You
in
don't
the other
understand.
direction. That's what I was thinking, is that we were going towards the
City
city,
is a-
but we're going away from the city.
The city is across the bridge.
We
The
are
rift
going
where all the
to,
dark ones are coming is in through the door.
Yes, we are going to clear the rift to make sure that the dwarves can come back across their bridge to their showcase area to open the dwarven doors to the world again. But we have to clear out where all the dark folk are coming through,
But the
which is
bridge
behind the
is
door.
Down. The bridge is no good.
They're
Until-
dwarves. They can rebuild it in like that.
I vote open it definitely, but if y'all want to rest, that is up to you. I will go with whoever decides that.
So not a vote.
Not a vote as well because
You're a
I'm
caster.
willing to do whatever. I'm
I'm
down
asking the
one
casters what they
spell.
want.
I'm down one spell.
Kage wants to get out of here as quick as possible because
Make
he's
your
got a
case for
very
that.
bad feeling.
Explain that to us, though.
I have had prophetic dreams that have filled me with unease. That is why I don't know if they are true or if they are false, but I have a bad feeling.
Concerning what?
If you feel concerning the life and death, or death, of my mother.
Well, then it's settled. We're not resting.
I feel the boy has a tendency to be rash. What is this? What?
And
more
have
of
I
these,
ever been
of these
wrong?
dreams that you have had?
She is dead. She has killed herself in a manner unbefitting. I don't know if they are true or if they are simply feelings of unease from seeing the past trauma that has happened to this town.
Well, if you mind if I speak up for a moment. If you look at it this way, and this is a very clinical way to look at it, if your mother is dead, you're not going to be able to help her. And if she's alive, then you have nothing to worry about.
That is why I have not pressed the issue.
Also, let us not forget the Dark Lady grows stronger every day.
Yes, we do have a bit of a ticking clock situation.
Kage, can I ask, did you see this when we were in the illusion room?
I saw the more visceral and final issues of that, yes, but before that, the night before, I had a prophetic dream, which I do not profess to have prophetic dreams. That is why I have not brought it up, because it is just a dream, and I do have a duty to the order to see this through. So if you all are in need of rest, I understand.
Frankly, I'm reluctant to go to sleep near that fellow in the bar, but
That is
I
another
say we
valid
push.
point.
One vote push forward.
I'll vote push forward. I've got enough to.
Well, then push
Hopefully.
forward. The only reason I was saying not to is for Nim's sake. But let's.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll be down some spells, but I have some things I can do, especially if anybody wants to, toss me a couple arcane scrolls that nobody else can use.
I'll check my inventory.
I've got the inventory, so.
Do you have a crossbow?
I do not.
Do you have?
Actually, I take that back. I have a masterwork crossbow now.
There you go.
Yeah, and I pick it up, and the bolt goes off, and it's like a cartoon where it bounces off the walls, and 3 pans and a pot, and that's how this works.
Rito Bumfinger was following you the whole time. It sticks right into his neck. He falls over dead.
Oh,
Oh, thank God.
Nim is now chaotic evil.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, don't
Bye-bye.
forget to like us, share us on your social media.
Yeah, do that especially.
And if you have the extra scratch, throw us a couple bones on Patreon.
And if you
Also,
can't do
MySpace.
any of that, subscribe to us, comment on the videos, tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like. That helps us out on YouTube too. Gets our name out there.
Yeah, or you can do it on any of our podcast programs. We're on Apple.
That's right.
We're on. We're not Joe Rogan, so Spotify won't let us do videos there yet because I guess we don't eat enough elk meat or whatever. But
Or do enough DMT.
yeah, maybe if we'd watch people eat raw goat penises for 4 months back in the 90s, we could have done that. But whatever.
Like, how
that
much
horrible
boiled
show.
cow anus do you have to eat to be successful in life? That's the question.
6.
And is it worth it?
3 meters.
Yeah, 8 seasons apparently. 8 seasons worth.
Just miles of intestine.
welcome to episode 2.
What? No, stop.
I don't get it, so I'm gonna stop recording.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.